What's that mean? And he's like, you got signed all those contracts. I go, what do you mean, Colin? Like, I go, yeah, Go Wing, OJ, H Street. What are you talking about? He goes, dude, photo incentives. I'm like, what? Go back in your contract. Look at my contract. Photo incentive. If you get this on the cover of Thrasher Mag or any magazine that's national, you get this much money.
Yeah.
I was like, huh? Like, wow, I had like a big old Gold Wing sticker and a couple. I was all stoned one day. I put a bunch of OJ2 stickers on the nose of my board. Wasn't thinking about it. Each one of those was $250. The OJ, you could see by
all
wheels.
the stuff that was on the cover.
You could see the wheels, so forth.
Something for all of that.
Right. So all I had to do is make a phone call. So I'm talking to Bryce, like, what are you talking about? I'm broke, dude. He goes, you can't even come over and get the mag? I'm like, dude, no, I'm broke.
Interesting.
That was Monday. By Friday, I could have bought a car, drove over there, bought another car, and then drove back. It was literally like I went from being like, I was literally like broke, and then all of a sudden I'm 30,000 up from photo incentives. And so it was like, holy shit, I want to get an apartment. I want a house. Oh, okay, I want this, I want that. It's like, holy shit, I can just do it. And I remember being like, this is crazy. Guys, it's like you're on the cover of Thrasher. It's like the San Francisco issue. I go, and what does that mean? Like these are things that. And he goes, dude, like that's like good. I'm like, so my companies will be stoked. He's like, oh yeah, dude, definitely.
You're pretty. You still keep in contact with a lot of those people.
Oh hell yes.
Especially Mickey Reyes and
getting ready to play music at Mickey Ray's bar up in Portland.
Interesting. That's where he is now.
Yeah, he's got two bars and stuff up there. Like two spots that he wants a bar and like kind of ones that he uses. So
wow, like at that time, hyperactivity was not looked at back in the day. You'd get looked at as if you were kind of on drugs. And so we were just a bunch of hyper kids who were like, yeah, we got a band.
Totally relate to that.
And then people were like, what's wrong with you? You're on drugs? You're like, drugs? Well, this is like sugar.
Art. This is about art and culture and stuff.
This is like beer, weed, and sugar. Like you got like some Mike and Ike's, we'll get down with you. You know what I mean? That's the thing about H Street. A lot of people are like, well, H Street sort of paid you guys to skate. And I'm like, well, no, let's be honest. Mike was smart enough to recognize these little niggas was hungry. And if I say, hey, if you guys land tricks, I'll take you to Benihana. Oh, I'm landing that trick, man. The dude's gonna cut up some shrimp and throw me some shrimp. This guy over here is gonna pay $150 for the five of us to eat that well. Are you crazy? Okay, so what does your dude give for you? Hey, I got a pizza. Bro, you drink beer? Pabst Blue Ribbon. We're there at the great restaurant. The dude's we're drinking sake. We're like, wow. At that time, the Benihana was probably the hottest place to eat in America. Okay, I hate to say it that way because now you have so many different restaurants.
Sure, yeah.
But at that time, having someone cut in front of you, cut the meat, throw the meat at you, we were like, this is amazing. And there's this dude going, land these tricks, and I'll take you there. And I remember being like, you mean that's all I gotta do, and you're gonna take me to dinner, and I'm hungry? I'm an amateur that works like 2 jobs, lives in a house with like 4 other dudes, shares a refrigerator that you never even know when you get there if it's good or if it's bad or if it's been eaten. You know what I mean? You're always hungry, and here's some dude going, money? You want some food? And you're like, yes. People got that stuff so wrong. They're like, well, they're giving them money to skate. And I'm like, well, back then, if you were giving me money, I'd be buying groceries. So either way, you can either buy it for me now, or you can give me the money and I'm gonna go buy it later. Either way, it doesn't really. And I remember people were like, there was a really big thing about H Street skaters were paid or H Street skaters, and it was like, no, they were. Mike Chernasky was smart enough to realize we were hungry, and that lends itself to a lot of like marketing and a lot of stuff that you see nowadays.
Interesting.
Because that was something that. Skateboarding was a different industry that did things differently with people that you would never even see done to this day.
Things are changing at that time.
Oh, I remember we had fun and we signed up for our little advertising budget and they came through, the girl sold us, she said $800 a year. We went $800 a year for fun ads. So I ran ads first month, second month, third month, about 10th month I go in there, slap down, $800 for a year. And the lady's like, yo. I'm like, what? She's like, do you realize that, you just gave me $800. I was like, yeah, are our ads paid off? And she's like, you guys didn't get it. And we're like, what do you mean? She goes, you're in the 10th month, $800. So you're $7,200. I'm like, 72. 70 what? She's like, okay, every month it's $800. The person selling you the ad told you $800 a year? We're like, yeah. They're like, they didn't tell you right. We're like, so it's $800 a month for a year? And they were like, yes. And you just gave us $800. So you're $7,200. Like, I'm like, so I go,
man.
Fausto, like, wow, Fausto, I need some help, bro. So I'm like, he's like, you write. I go, yeah. He goes, you write a column, right? I go, what? You want me to write a column? He goes, yeah. Write about your experiences in skateboarding. He goes, you probably want to get verbose, so I'll give you a quarter a word. And so I write this little column, about 200 and I was like, oh, exactly. Words. Now Davis, Woodland. It's like a fly, and then
Who started calling you the fly first?
I almost want to say one of the
Jeff Hedges or
I want to say
like
the Lane brothers.
Oh, okay.
Or
Really?
somebody in Davis was making some sort of claim to me being the fly because I was never because Davis,
rad.
yeah, it's so funny. Steve Bryant, because he knew the Lane brothers too. He would always talk to them. He was kind of like the teacher.
Okay.
So he was responsible, but we were always but he would skate. He was rad. There's a lot of rad characters.
Oh yeah.
in Davis.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, seriously, they were Davis had an amount of people that made it really an awesome place to be.
Were you at the full pipe or the half pipe contest by the Ghost Gate?
Oh yeah.
You at that one?
Yeah.
Yes, I was at that one.
Okay,
I remember
because
being there. I was one of the little grommet kids out there begging for stickers.
Remember the one at the raceway or whatever?
Yeah,
Okay,
that was it. That was it. Yeah.
I
See Jeff Phillips and Neil Blunder there, and that's who I wanted to go see. I was like, Jeff Phillips is gonna be there.
Well, and that to be honest, that was when I met Lester Kassan.
Oh God.
And I met all those guys.
Yeah,
there.
that guy rules.
I remember being I remember Camden Scott, Jason Jesse were all
forgot
there.
about Camden Scott.
Yeah,
That's right.
They were all there. I remember that was the funniest thing. They threw out a board. That was the first time ever. They threw out a board for the kids. Not my first time they ever threw it out, but they threw out a board. But the first time I ever saw that board come back bloody.
Oh.
Whoa! They threw the whiteboard out, right? Threw a whiteboard out, and the board came back, and there was blood on it. And someone, because someone had grabbed it, someone punched on them.
Those were brutal. You throw boards out, everyone would deck each other.
Oh my God!
I remember getting a foot in my nose. Going for a board.
But I remember that was at that contest. The board came back, and the kid who got the board, and he's holding it, and he's stoked, and it's blood splattered. I remember me going, "There's blood on that!" That kid, he got it.
They had I forget what it was, some documentary. I think it was the one about Gator, where they had Craig Johnson on there, and he was talking about those events. And he's like, and the police were telling us not to do it because we were finding that it was totally fucking funny. They didn't find it fucking funny at all.
I remember it. They threw it out at the raceway, and it was a 5 or 6 kids, and then it was 20 kids. All of a sudden, it just became this dust storm of kids trying to get the board.
Yeah,
and
they
were come on, give it up,
whatever.
stop. They were stop, and the kids were stop. No, there's a board underneath here. Oh, we're ready for this. We're in. That was, yeah, man. That's Davis. That was that whole area. From